Smitty, DeVonta Smith, sure to be your Heisman winner this year. 3 touchdowns in the college football playoff against Notre Dame. Let's check him out. Here he is up top. Going to give him a little motion down inside, closer to the hash, and then go screen. They're going to screen this off like a just one-on-one block out in front, and he's in the end zone. I'm going to show you one thing about this. If we come back here, the formation. So how does all this work? You got all these weapons on one team, right? And Najee Harris, a Heisman guy, or a Heisman type of guy, a quarterback, obviously a Heisman guy. So they threaten you so much with the run game. Ball in the middle of the field. They've got tight end here and H-back tight end here, right, on the line of scrimmage. And then back in that pistol, this is a run formation for Alabama. So look at how Notre Dame is forced to defend it. They line up with 4 down linemen. You can see them right here, only 1 standing up. You have 3 linebackers. There's 7 in the box against this formation. And the cornerback side is walk down the line of scrimmage too, whether it's corner or safety personnel or whether they flip it. All we know is Alabama goes with 7 players on the line of scrimmage, 2 tight ends, a back in the backfield. So they're like, we're going to defend this with at least 7, maybe 8 right here in the box. And it gets them these one-on-ones they are looking for out on the outside. So the formation is the start of this thing that gets him open. Motion him in. The key right here is the little bit of motion in forces this defender to have to now to try to play catch up to the sideline. The whole design is based on we can get 2-on-2. I want this block. I'll depend on him to block him, and I will depend on DeVonta Smith to outrun that defender to the sideline and beat him on the sideline. Right here, you got him set up, right? Like, so he comes in, breaks down. I'm fixing to make this tackle in the open field. Well, that's all he needs. He beats you to the corner, and now it's a foot race. The block downfield by Mechie is perfect. Watching it up high now, and again, you kind of see the spacing on this. Again, all these players in the box to defend what is a run look. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. So they get all these matchups they want on the outside. By bringing him in, you get more room to work to the sideline after you complete this screen. And now you can see how much room he's working with to the sideline to make one man miss. He's kind of coming downhill, doesn't want to allow him inside, and that's what gives up the move to the outside. One-on-one, you're just not going to make this play in the open field. And the key, the reason it's a touchdown is because of this block right here from 8. If that doesn't happen, you probably get knocked out of bounds. TD number 2 for Smitty in the game, RPO. Looking up high, they've got him on the hash to the wide side of the field. There is another receiver out beyond him. Bama goes initially with a formation. It looks like they're going to have 5 wide. Then they motion everybody back in, and it loads the box with defenders. So you saw the adjustment. Let's just go back. This is important pre-snap. They don't do this just for looks. This is to force the defense to adjust and possibly get them to adjust wrong. But at any rate, make them think. Don't let the defense get comfortable. So initially before the snap, like I said, it looks like 5 wides with some type of boundary formation, 3 receivers. So safety shaded that way. 2 other defenders shaded that way pre-snap on the original look. So when they motion it, look what happens. Safety comes over. We're thinking run into the boundary, get a bigger personnel. Corner flips over. Now I'm going to play out on the field. See, so flipping personnel. Now safety goes back to the middle field and gets depth because we've loaded the box, so we got to be a little more careful about giving up a home run, right? So now they're back to what we saw in the other play, and that is you've got 2 tight end personnel into the boundary, single back, run look, heavy look with just 2 wide receivers. Defensively, you're loading the box. 4 on the line of scrimmage, 3 at the next level, at 7, and now an 8th walked in there to affect the box and potentially 8 guys to defend the run. So that's why they do all that. You go play. This is a read. When they load the box, they go man-to-man out here on the edge, man-free. He already knows, okay, my read on this RPO means I'm probably going to throw the ball. If they had not adjusted and stayed drop or stayed zone and stayed 6 guys in the box, this is going to be a give on this power run following those pullers right up the chute. But because it's man-to-man, Technically, I think what you're reading right here is either one or maybe even inside, but probably reading that outside linebacker. But pre-snap, just on the formation, he already knows. It's not even really a read now. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm putting it in there, riding it a little bit. I'm one-on-one slant, and I'm going to take that slant in the slot. Not really a push off, but we'll see it on the TV copy. You can see the separation and how he gets it. Throws on time. And now, again, you're just not catching this guy. He's going to outrun everybody to the end zone. And touchdown number 3 for DeVonta Smith. One-on-one on the goal line. Come back to the pylon. You can't cover him doing that. And here he is out here singled up on the hash with the ball on the left hash on the 7-yard line going in. More of the same for Alabama. 2 tight ends, including the big 2 backs. This is the only receiver on the field. All they're trying to do is just get him in a one-on-one, and they do it right here. We'll watch his route, extend him to the back, get him going backward, and then a throw to the pylon. So it's really executed well from a couple of standpoints. First of all, the route's not lazy. We're really trying to push him and get him to run backwards so that I can create the space for the throw to the pylon. Then the other thing is, from the quarterback, the throw's got to be right on the pylon because that's where we're trying to time this thing. So again, he's not rounding this off and being lazy trying to get there. He's going to push and try to get his hips turned if he can, and he does. You see him now, he's running either at least lateral or retreating. Let me back that up and get the arrow out of the way so you can see. And as soon as he gets him turned, now I put on the brakes. There's no push off right there. It's just now once he puts on the brakes, he's just got better control of his body, and he's going to get to the pylon before the defender has even a chance to get there. And it is a perfect throw. I mean, he's put it right on the stick where the receiver is expecting the football. This is the TV look. So they gave you a couple of different angles and looks at the throw, which is really important. You move the pocket, put it right on the stick. If you look at it from field level, again, this is the key. All right. So you work on this, you practice this, a million times in goal line pass stuff in practice. And the point of the route, the route, the whole thing is taught to, you get that guy's hips turned and then get to this pylon because that's the mark for the football to be thrown to. That's where I'm putting it here. The timing's got to work out. But as a quarterback, I'm not necessarily watching you. I'm depending on you to be at the pylon when I put it there, right? And so look at the position of the throw. I mean, he's knocking the pylon down if he wants to right there. And this is NFL good. You get 2 feet in. So there's 3 touchdowns against Notre Dame for DeVonta Smith. I'm recording this pre-Heisman revelation. I believe he's going to win it. And he only strengthened his case in this game. Hope you enjoyed that. Would you hit that like button for me? That really does help. And any ideas, I'll take them all. If you have an idea for a video, shoot it to me. Hit me up on social media everywhere. I am Radio Wyatt, and I'll see you on the next one.